Hi, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jasara. Um, I saw something on Instagram Reels recently that really made me want to come on here and just share. Don't mind me. So it's this. If you may have seen her on Instagram, she's at opalthefairy. She is so loving and so sweet, and she communicates with people just by being herself. Just act. I can tell she has, you can just tell she has fairy energy. She is so amazing and she's so sweet, and she communicates with people without even talking. And everyone in her comments, people can say how, like, you can see the love in her eyes. And I think she's a genuine fairy incarnated here. Like, seriously, genuinely. And on in her comments, she had a comment from I think it was someone in the military. I'm not sure what branch off the top of my head, but he basically said that he didn't even know why he was commenting it at the time, but he said something along the lines of, watching this makes me feel some type of way. As someone who is a grown ass man and is in the military and has been striving for this kind of love and joy and happiness my whole life, but never being able to achieve it, watching this really stings. And like, that's essentially what he said. Basically word for word, like what he said, a little out of order there, but it just reminded me of how I used to be. And this doesn't happen to everyone, but I think it happens to a lot of us, where growing up or even now, we can just feel so much hatred and so much negativity towards people who are positive and love and light. Just me personally, when I was a kid, if I saw anyone that had a smile on their face, or they seemed like they were happy and joyful, I hated them. I know how that sounds, and I'm not that way now. And it took me a long time to get here from there. But genuinely, I'd look at anyone who was happy, positive, it just had a positive mindset. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't fathom it. And I hated them for it, because how could they be so freaking happy and positive when I was so miserable and I hated my life? How is that fair? I hated them. Like, guys, when I'm serious. Like, I felt the hatred burning up in my heart. I remember feeling it time and time again. And I think I was like literally 14, 15, like a really young age, feeling these things. And I'm that age. Like, at that time, I didn't know how to fix anything. I didn't even know that healing was a thing. I didn't know about any of this stuff. I just sat with it, and I was the kind of person that just went back and hid in my room. I didn't talk. I didn't tell. I was going to say tell talk. I didn't tell anyone anything, because I was raised to kind of deal with my own problems. I was the eldest child, and my family kind of said, whenever I was, obviously, like, I don't know, whenever I was being like strong or independent type thing, my parents would always give me praise. Look how strong Jessie is. Jessie's never a problem. Never a problem. We never have to do any. Like, I remember them saying that word for word, that I was never a problem. Like, they never had to help me in that way, because I was so strong. And I wasn't even like, it's not that I was strong, it's that I was hiding everything that I was feeling, because I had to be good. I was a people pleaser. And a lot of us are raised by our parents to be that way because they tell us, like, we're only good when we do things that they want, you know? Um, they condition us in that way. They give us rewards when we're good and they punish us when we're bad. And in that way, we can become people pleasers. There's, um, so as a kid, seeing, yeah, I lost my whole train of thought there, but I'm sure I'll pick it back up again somewhere. But being someone who saw those people and hated positive, loving, good people, you know, not that I wasn't a good person. I just had a lot of anger and hatred and stuff suppressed because I didn't know how to deal with it. I was suppressing everything. I would go to my room at night and cry and try, and honestly, I would try not to cry because I thought, oh, that's what we believed. It's programming. They programmed us to think that crying was weak. Anything to do with femininity is weak. Um, Crying, being emotional, you know, like there's so many aspects about femininity and that aspect that we just put down. But embracing your emotions is really where the strength is. It is so, now, like looking back at my life, it is so easy to suppress your emotions. But it took so much strength for me to sit with them and actually allow them to come up and face those things that I pushed away, that I pushed down for so many years. So don't ever, just for the record, don't ever let anyone tell you that you're weak for crying or that you're too emotional. It takes so much vulnerability and strength to be vulnerable, okay? And you can just send them my way. I'll tell them, okay? um so how I began to heal that, and again, this is just my personal story. Take with it what you will, take it how you will. I'm not trying to force anyone to do anything. um it really took sitting down, finding the strength to look at myself. And it takes a lot of courage and strength, it does, to look at yourself and say, what is wrong? And just allow the answers to come up. Our bodies hold all the answers within them. Our higher selves are within us. Like, time isn't linear. We all know this, right? Time doesn't exist. It's not linear. It's a government construct to make you think that we are confined to this reality and time. They want to keep you in a box, chasing the clock, or like literally the clock. When I see the clock, I see a rat running on a wheel and not being able to escape type thing. You know, it's the rat race. It's time, money, the system. Anyway, I got a little off topic there. um where was I? This is what ADHD will do to you, so avoid those red dyes, okay? Just saying. So anyway, um it takes looking at yourself, being willing to literally, it sounds so simple and like it won't work. But it really does. It takes looking at yourself in the mirror and saying I love you, and looking in your own eyes and knowing that that is true. And that's a really good place to start if you genuinely don't love yourself or don't like yourself. It's such a brilliant place to start. um yeah. And then I guess another good, another step that I took was in meditation, talking to my inner child. That was another huge step in that journey, one of my earlier steps. Because I'm still on that journey of learning to love myself. Lord, I probably started that journey um, in, oh, how old was I? 21-ish? It's in my first video. If you go back and look at my first video, that it's like this found you for a reason or something. I mention it in there, like how old I was when I started my spiritual journey and started to learn to love myself more. I probably didn't even know my age in that video either, to be honest. But go into meditation, ask your inner child to show up, or envision going into your heart space. I think that's where your inner child lives, is in your heart space. And allow what's going to come up to just come up. I would start at your root chakra and work your way to the heart, just because having a good foundation is always preferable for things, right? Like, it's just the way things work, okay? Like, don't come at me. I'm doing my best here. Okay, but work your way up to your heart, go into your heart chakra, see what comes up, and then talk to your inner child. When they come out, ask them what they need. Ask them what they needed when you were young and give that to them. Or if when you were young. When you were younger, okay? When you were a child, what did you need? And that's so important. For me personally, my inner child was so neglected and abandoned and not loved. I was never shown like love or affection. So, like, so much my inner child just wanted to know that she was loved and was worthy of love. It actually took me years to convince myself that I was worthy of love. And unconditional love, not just shitty, toxic love. You know what I mean? Like, real, true love. But this healing work, like I've said in one of my other videos, it's so worth it. Now, people are meeting me where I'm at because we all sit at a frequency, right? So like attracts like. Now that I'm sitting at a higher frequency, I'm seeing different experiences and relationships come into my life. Better ones that are treating me like I deserve to be treated, because I've realized that I'm worthy of love and worthy of the kind of love that I deserve and want. And I just wish that for everyone. I really do. Personally, like, I'll just say someone I know is in a like highly toxic relationship, and it breaks my heart. I've been in a toxic relationship where I had my best friend, he cut me out of his life because he couldn't watch me go through it. And I never understood how he could cut me out for that, because it was like, honestly, when I needed him most, when you need the most support to get out of it, you know? But now, being where I'm at, seeing someone I know in the worst toxic, most disgusting toxic relationship, I understand why he did that, you know? I don't even know why I'm talking about this. Maybe this is for someone, but when you choose to love and heal yourself, the people around you change. It's just the best way I can put it. Even the relationships that were toxic before that are still in my life, like, they're not toxic anymore because I'm showing them how I treat myself now. You know, the truth is, you do show people how to treat you. Oh man, I keep accidentally touching this. I'm sorry if you keep hearing that little tap on the microphone. You really do teach people how to love you, though. And when you move differently, when you energetically, because our auras affect each other. It's scientifically proven that when you're within 6 feet of someone, your auras, oh, excuse me, my goodness, confirmation burp, your auras are intertwining, affecting each other. That's why, and that's why there's so many beautiful empaths on this earth too. Like if you're an empath, I feel you. You and me, we're like this. I get it. Okay? It's not easy. So you have to like be on top of your healing and cleansing your energy and releasing all these things that you've suppressed so that we don't have to be affecting each other in negative ways. You feel? You feel? I don't want to be some, because hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. Go off, spirit. Hurt people hurt people. And what are we all going to do? Just keep going. I think I'm pretty sure I've said this in one of my other videos, but what are we going to do? All keep going around putting our hurt onto each other? No, thank you. I will not have it. I will not have it. I am not going to be that person. I want to lift other people up. I want to help other people. And that's honestly why I'm here sharing my stories. That's literally it. I just want to help people. Anything else that we want to say, Spirit? I think that's it. I love you all so much. Thank you for sitting with me through this whole video. I didn't expect to take so many twists and turns, but we still ended up here, and I'm feeling so much love for you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, if you resonated with this, feel free to share it with someone who you think might also need to hear some of the things that I said or all the things that I said. Yeah, and so much gratitude for everything you guys, like all the love you show me. It makes me feel so good. The comments and please, if you resonated, if you liked what I had to say, please drop a comment. Tell me what you liked. Please also, you feel free to tell me what you didn't like. And I'll see you in my next video. I love you.